He wanted out. And while he may have loved Cassidy, Jason Young loved himself more. He's a salesman by trade. Tell Jason Young by your verdict that you know that these circumstances are important, that you see through the story that he tried to concoct. Tell Jason Young that your reason and common sense dictates a verdict of guilty of first-degree murder of Michelle Young.
The prosecution trying to convict Jason Young of brutally killing his pregnant wife, Michelle. Their closing arguments focused heavily on Young's suspicious whereabouts the night his wife was killed, and saying Young wanted out of his marriage. Those are the two big points they stuck with. My guests are back with me. You know, Beth Karras, you were just talking about that camera that he messed with, and that struck out to you. Did they offer, and I know this is a circumstantial case, did they offer anything directly connecting him to that scene in terms of evidence, at least on their closing, to try to highlight their argument?
Well, he stayed in room 421. The camera at issue was in the stairwell closest to his room. And, you know, frankly, I mean, I wasn't here when his testimony was played, but I believe he admitted using that stairwell. But I'd have to check that. Anyway, it's the stairwell closest to his room. It's the same stairwell where he says he propped open a door, so he must have been in that stairwell because he propped open the emergency door, not the door with the glass entrance door where you use your key card, because he said he left his key card in his room and his room was propped open. Now, they know that that camera was unplugged at 11:20. Jason Young checks in at 10:54. He goes right up to his room. That camera is unplugged at 11:20. He's in the lobby. A camera picks him up close to midnight in clothes they've never found, a shirt they never found, by the way. He says he was going to get to USA Today to look up sports scores. Meanwhile, he had Wi-Fi and a laptop in his room and a television where he could have gotten more current scores than on USA Today that had been printed 24 hours before.
Yeah.
Now, They plug the camera back in while he is sleeping or killing his wife. He comes back after 6 a.m. He doesn't need to go through the emergency door, which has now been closed because the maintenance guy closed it when he saw it propped open. So he doesn't have to use his key card because the glass door is now open at 6 a.m. You don't need to use it. And the camera's plugged in. All of a sudden at 6:20, the camera is pointed up to the ceiling.
You make a good point, Beth. You make a good point. I got to bring in Meg because I just want to ask one more question. CSI, because I'm just talking to Beth, Meg, about the direct evidence. But circumstantial cases happen all the time. Beth outlining it right there. Is this a bad thing? Because jury may be looking for, hey, where is that direct evidence?
It's a CSI effect, exactly. There is zero physical evidence. There's a ton of coincidences, and I'm not disputing that. But when you think about sending this guy to prison for the rest of his life, the prosecution should have done a better job in finding evidence against this guy. It took them 3 years to even arrest him, and then they have zero physical evidence. I could jump up and down like a crazy woman in my closing argument, and I just don't think it's a very strong case at all.
All right, Beth, Seema, Meg, thank you so much. Folks, we'll be right back.